Welcome, yogis. I'm glad you could join me with this practice or for this practice. Today's class is working on our interoception of how we feel inside. And the reason we do that, and we do a lot in our classes, is when we know how our body feels inside, we can simply make better decisions. So that's what we're going to work on today, just seeing how you feel. And hopefully it'll take you into a nice centered space, and we'll end up with a short little meditation at the end. So for today's practice, you'll need a couple of blocks, a blanket to pad your knees if you like, and as usual, I'm sitting up on a cushion. It's always nice to sit up on a cushion so we get that little anterior tilt of the pelvis and allows our spine to be a little bit stronger or a little bit straighter. So releasing our shoulders down our back, and you can close your eyes if you like, and just tuning in. Noticing how you're feeling today. Is there any particular spot that needs some extra attention, or some place that maybe we're still feeling a little cranky? If we just need to be cautious with certain movements, and please make a mental note of that always. And if there is something that you always want to back away, you never want to go towards pain. So from there, we'll just do a little bit of simple massage. Just taking your fingers and maybe rubbing the back of your neck down into your shoulders. A little bit of a squeeze, maybe underneath your armpit. And then just taking your hand and just do little twisting motions down your hand, maybe into your palm. Taking your thumb into the palm of your hand and bending each finger back a little bit, just open up, and then just sort of squeezing and twisting as you come back up that arm. Let's do the other side. So again, into the shoulder, that nice little rub. Down into the armpit area. A little bit of a twist on the arm, just taking your hand and running it back and forth along down into the wrist, ankle, into the fingers, palm of your hand. Maybe bending each finger, just mobilizing a little bit. And it just feels nice, especially if you were sitting on the keyboard or the laptop or something all day. It's nice to work into these joints. And let's just roll that back up. There. Okay. So from there, we're going to, and again, if there's something on your shoulders, please just use cactus arms. But if everything is okay, just simply have your fingertips resting on the floor beside you. And we're going to inhale our arms up. It's like you're lifting the ribs up out of your hips. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, coming up, starting to mobilize our joints. Notice how it feels. Exhaling as you come down. Always inhaling, filling up. It's like that hot air balloon. Exhale, you hug in on your tummy as you release your arms back down to the earth. One more time, coming up. This time we'll stay for a few breaths. So inhale, maybe reaching a little bit longer. Exhale, softening the elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. And inhale, reaching one more time. And then exhale, the arms back down to the earth. And just taking a pause and notice how your arms and shoulders might be feeling after that. There, we're just going to do a little bit of seated rotations. So just very small movements, just starting to roll around on your sits bones. So from side to side, just gentle movements, just going in a circle, sort of rounding a little bit as you come back, opening up as you come forward. Just 3 or 4 times. It is very gentle, especially if you got something going on in your back. And then let's take the rotations the other way. Feeling how your low back is feeling. Maybe you're feeling into the hips. And then we'll come back to center. Once again, we always take our pause and see how we're going. We're always so in tune. Our world is about everything external. We're so externally motivated, or externalception, fully externalception. And so we're going to interoception. We're going to go see how we feel inside. Okay, so let's come to standing. So just take your time and scoot your cushion out of the way. We'll come to standing for a couple of poses. And let's just do a little bit of rebounding here. Just wake the body up a little bit more, shake it out, loosening all the fascia. It's good to get our fluids moving. And it actually helps to release tension with this shaking. And you can spend lots of time here if you have more time. Got a lot of nervous energy going on. I would stop the tape and rebound or shake even more. But just do a little bit. And then stop and just go back inside and feel, maybe you can feel a little bit of a tingling, a little bit more awareness throughout your body, maybe your feet, your legs, maybe your heels from tapping them on the floor, maybe in palms of your hands and shoulders. Okay. We'll go into a moving mountain. And this one, we're going to just place our hands on, you start with cactus arms, and you can certainly go up on your toes if you like, just taking your weight towards your front. As we come up, you can certainly do that also to get a little bit of balance in there. So we'll just start with them on our tummies. So inhale, maybe coming forward, opening to cactus. Exhale, releasing the heels back to the floor if you're coming up. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Always find that gaze point on the floor in front of you. Inhale, back to cactus. This time coming to heart center. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to heart center. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to heart center. One more time, and we'll stay at heart center. And back to, see if you wish, you can stay up on your toes, get a little extra balance. While we're here, just maybe using your hands and maybe taking some nurturing energy into your body, into your heart. Keep breathing, gentle breaths. Maybe each breath you come up a little bit higher on your toes. Exhaling, lower down. Just feeling that extra compassion, nurturing for yourself. And then exhaling the hands back down to your sides. Okay, very nice. So we're going to use that same hand motion. Going into our warrior one, we're going to go into a pyramid also. So if you'd like, place a couple blocks up at the front of your mat so that you can, they'll be there for you when you're ready to go into pyramid. So let's place our left foot forward and our right foot comfortably back. Sure, that back foot is angled in about 45 degrees and the blocks are sort of on the outside of your left foot. So once you feel grounded and feel balanced, we're going to start again with our hands on our stomach. So inhale, bending into the front knee. Let your hands come out about waist high. Exhale, back step. Inhale, open up, bending into the front knee. Exhale, back to start. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to start. This time we'll bring them to our heart center. So inhale, open. Exhale, back to start. You can lower your chin if you like. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to the heart center. Inhale, open. Notice your chest comes slightly in front of your hips. And back to heart center. This time, when we come back to heart center, we'll keep our knee bent. Just bring your hands back to your heart. Once again, taking in your feeling of compassion, nurturing energy into your heart. Couple of breaths. And then straighten your knee, lower your hands back to your sides. Okay, from there we'll go into a pyramid. And this time we'll place our hands right on our thighs. Sometimes placing your hands on your body helps to increase that interoception feeling. So we'll take a big inhale here. Exhale, soften the knee as you release your hands down your leg towards the floor. If your hands reach the floor, fine. If not, that's what the blocks are there for. Inhale, flatten your back as you come back up. Exhale, lower. Let it release. Inhale, flat back. Maybe straighten your knee a little bit more, drawing that left hip back into the socket. Exhale, lower. Inhale, flat back to come up. And this time when we come down, we'll stay for a few breaths. And that's where you can use your blocks. So inhale, maybe straighten that left knee a little bit more, flattening the back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, flat back. Remember, you should be able to place a cup of tea on your sacrum, so we're flattening, drawing that femur bone into the hip socket. And exhale, release, and then using your hands, pressing into your feet to bring yourself all the way back up to standing. Take that step forward. Notice the difference between your sides. You're a little bit more, they feel a little bit more sensations along that back of that left thigh and the right, maybe into the left foot. Okay, so let's go to the other side. You can stay there. I'm just going to turn. So stepping the right foot forward, left foot comfortably back. Your choice on how far you want to go back down. Again, use the blocks if you like. So we're going to, again, do the same motion. So inhale, opening your hands out to the side about stomach level. Exhale, bring them back in. Inhale, bending into the front knee. Exhale, back to start. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. It's time to the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale to the heart. You can lower your chin. Inhale, open. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, open. And this time we'll stay with our knee bent. Hands come back to the heart. Again, take that awareness inside. Maybe feeling that. And we go with that nurturing or compassion, maybe strength, resilience. Warrior poses are poses of strength and courage. So it's a perfect place to bring that feeling into your body. And then inhale, open, straighten the front knee, let your hands drop to the side. From there, we'll go straight into our pyramid. So hands on your right leg. We'll use them to slide up and down our legs. So inhale in place. Exhale, soften the knee as you slide your hands down. Let head release whatever you can. Inhale, flat back as you come back up. Exhale, soften and release down. Inhale, flat back as you come up. And again, just go down as far as you can. You know, if you only make it to your thigh, that's fine. Inhale, flat back as you come up, drawing that hip back into the socket. This time we'll stay down. Exhale, soften as you come down. Then you can use your blocks. You can certainly use them on any height too. So inhale, just maybe straighten that right leg a little bit more, drawing it back into the socket on the inhale. Exhale, you soften. Inhale, draw the right hip back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, flat back. We're looking to balance that T, your sacrum. Exhale, soften. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, soften. And then use your hands grounding into your feet to draw yourself back up on your inhale. Take your pause. Maybe notice the difference between one side again. Hopefully you feel a little bit more balanced on that side now. So you can just set your blocks out of the way. Let's go into a wide-legged forward fold to balance things off. So again, we're going to use our hands on our bodies. And we'll, on our way down, we'll use our hands on the back line of our body, down the backs of our legs. That's our urinary bladder line. And then on the way up, we're going to draw them on the inside, which is our kidney, our liver. We might touch some of our spleen. Those lines are on the inside. So just start with your hands on your low back first. And again, we'll just breathe in a little bit of energy and healing into our low backs. To start, hands are very powerful. They do a lot of things for us and they give a lot of love. So let's give ourselves a little love too. So inhale here, exhale, soften the knees as you fold down. Let the hands drop down the backs of your legs. Inhale, roll them around to the inside, flat back as you come back up. Take them back to the back. Exhale, lower them down, the backs of your legs. Inhale around to the inside, flat back as you come back up. One more time. Exhale, lower it down, touching all those lines. Those meridian lines lie just underneath the skin. They're very close, so it doesn't take much pressure. And we'll just release from here. If you like, you can just bring your feet back together. Let's do a little bit more rebounding. Rebounding is always nice. I like a little rebound in between some of these poses. It can feel quite nice. All right, so let's take it down to all fours. And you can use your blanket if you'd like to pad your knees. We'll do a little bit of sunbird and your choice if you'd like to just stay in child's pose or if you'd like to alternate between child's pose and down dog, certainly up to you. So we'll come to all fours, Wrists are slightly in front of your shoulders. So inhale, coming forward slightly, lifting the chin, opening up the heart. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the back, releasing back, forearms, forehead, and then your hips towards your heels. Draw yourself forward. Exhale, rounding, coming back. We'll just do a couple in child's pose. If you'd like to go up into down dog next, you're welcome to. Inhale, come forward. If you're going up into down dog, tuck your toes, lifting your hips. Keep your knees bent. It's about lengthening through your arms. Exhale, lower the knees back down to the earth. Coming forward. And then tucking the chin, rounding the back, sit it back into child's pose. Inhale, draw yourself forward. Feel all the articulation of all those little vertebrae as we're moving. You're coming up to down dog, tuck your toes, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, knees back down to the earth. Inhale, lifting the chin, rounding to come back. And let's everyone release into child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths here to allow your breath to settle. Okay, let's come back up onto hands and knees. We'll do a little bit of thread the needle. So we're going to lift up our right arm up. You can follow your hand with your eyes, just lifting it up the side. Exhale, tucking it in underneath your left and just releasing your shoulder towards the floor. Don't come down all the way. We're going to do a few just like this. So inhale the arm back up, opening up the chest, opening up that side body. Exhale, bringing it underneath your right or your left arm. Inhale, reach as tall. And exhale, slide it through. And inhale one more time. And then exhale, slide it through. And let's release the shoulder towards the earth. Yeah, it's always nice if your shoulder doesn't quite meet the earth. And a lot of ours don't. You can place a blanket or something underneath it, but just let it release any amount. Your hand is right beside your, around by your face, just in front of your face, your left hand. Release all those upper back muscles, opening up all the little vertebrae in a little bit different way. And then pressing into your left hand to bring yourself back up to all fours. And let's do that on the other side. So inhale, reaches the left arm up nice and long. Exhale, slide it through. Release this, sliding it through just to get it used to the movement. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide it under. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide it through. And inhale, open. And this time we'll stay. Let your shoulder release towards the earth. Head is sort of turned to the side, your hand right near your face. And once again, just breathing into the upper back. And then pressing into your right hand to bring yourself back up to all fours. Okay, so let's take it back down. And we'll just come into lying on your back, and we'll come into constructive rest. So knees bent, feet on your floor, on the floor. Take a moment here of rest and pause, just noticing how it feels very different to lie on the floor from our seated in our standing positions. Maybe feeling the base of your feet on the floor, your sacrum. Let's just draw our knees towards in our chest and just start doing some nice little gentle rocking our hand circles, just in the low sacrum. And let's take it the other way. Nice and gentle. This practice is more like soup. It's a very gentle practice, not like coffee. It's just like soup, nice and warm and gentle. And just draw your knees in towards your chest. A few times. And release your feet back down to the earth. Okay, so let's see, you can, from here, we're just going to stretch it out into Shavasana. Now I'm going to sit up. It's a little bit easier for me to guide you through when I sit up. So releasing your feet along the floor, maybe feet as wide as your mat, arms released down beside you with your palms facing up, and tuck your chin, eyes closed. Just come back to that feeling. Notice how you feel. Through the sensations that you feel in your body. And start taking your awareness to your bottoms of your feet. You feeling any tingling or sensations in your bottoms of your feet? As always, allow a little bit of time for your awareness to rest in that space. From there, start traveling up your ankles, your shins and calves, your knees, thighs, up to your pelvis area, low back, and then right to your spine, the center of your spine. Let your awareness settle there. And then let's start taking our awareness to our fingers, our palms of our hands. Take a moment or two just for your awareness to settle into that area. Maybe you feel a little bit of tingling, little sensations in your hands. Allow that awareness to follow up through your wrists and your forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, upper back, and again, right to the center of your spine. Or bring everything from the outside to the center. And then take your awareness from your top of your head down through the center of your throat, down through the center of your heart, your chest area, center of your abdomen, your solar plexus, your navel, center of the navel area, center of the pelvic area. And just resting there. Taking a few breaths. Letting go. And flicker your eyes open, rolling over to one side and using both hands to come back to a seated position. I'm just going to do a short little meditation so you can come to sit up on a cushion or a block or a blanket is some way that you can feel comfortable. And you can release your shoulders down your back again. Maybe hands are just placed gently on your thighs or resting in the palm on top of palm in your lap. So again, going back inside. We'll finish off with a short little meditation. Just imagine that your body is filled with this kind, benevolent energy. Taking a moment of gratitude for all the things your body does, all the places it takes you to, maybe all the interesting things you get to do. Also for all those internal workings, pumping your heart, breathing your lungs, digesting your food, your brain thinking, your eyes seeing, ears hearing, and your arms and your hands holding someone you love. Just taking a moment for compassion for yourself and all the things that you do and your body does for you. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Close the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.